These petroglyphs are carvings into stone created by the Mi'kmaq thousands of years ago, with over 500 scattered throughout Keji. Merrimack is the only site open for tours.
The Mi'kmaq, they didn't have a written language before the European contact, so the way of their telling stories and their history was on these rocks with the petroglyphs.
Last year, Oikel recalls leading around 40 tours, sharing his culture with people from all over the world.
I'm an indigenous Mi'kmaq from the Wosokaba band. As soon as I seen it as an opportunity that come down here and share my culture and history with people, I jumped on the opportunity.
The tour starts at a monument commemorating their cultural significance.
The biggest thing that we like to show people is the shape of this monument. It's a specific shape. That is the shape of a woman's peaked hat. Very distinguishable by the point onto it. That's why they call it the peaked cap. All right, come on this way. We'll get everybody to remove their footwear. They can go in their socks or bare feet, just to make sure we don't scratch the slate or cause any harm. And it's also for the respect of the area.
Oikel says the peaked hat is originally made of birch bark, and to get the detail, women would use small flakes of stone.
So this one here is a peaked hat. So there's a big feather right down the center of this, which would typically represent wisdom. So this could have been a knowledge keeper or an elder woman who had lots of knowledge. Actually, like what we're looking at right here is a portrait of a woman from hundreds of years ago that was drawn onto this rock.
So there are a lot of petroglyphs here, but you also mentioned a lot of graffiti.
Yeah, so any like names or dates like the Martin or 1877, that's what we refer to as the graffiti. Anything that's kind of over top of the petroglyph, almost defacing them a little bit.
Oikel says weather deteriorates the petroglyphs over time. Some fade faster than others, depending on where they're located on the rock. Images that are visible are estimated to be 400 to 800 years old.
There's really no way to date for sure. Some of them, depending on what you're seeing, like for example the ships, you can kind of date well around contact. We don't know exactly what story is trying to be told by each petroglyph. We just kind of make the best conclusion that we can by the details and the knowledge that we do have of the culture. Everybody's interpretation of each petroglyph could be completely different and be completely right at the same time.
Molly MacNaughton, CBC News, Merrimack.